Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another Hot Toys Star Wars Dark Side event figure preview video. Before we begin, I want to say a massive thank you to Ryan Kirkwood for going out in person and snapping these gorgeous high-res pictures. Show Ryan some love in the comments below because without him, this series literally would not be possible. If you are looking to pre-order Emperor Palpatine, he is available from Pop Collectibles. As always, do your own research, make sure you are comfortable before buying. I have popped a link to their site in the description below, along with the discount code Justin's Collection, for 5% off your order if you do decide to buy from them. While you're down there, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon, and join button, so you're notified as soon as a brand new Hot Toys Star Wars figure preview video goes live on the channel. But it might not be from this event, because I'm pretty sure old Palpy here is the last new pre-order figure that we're going to see at the Dark Side event. But they've announced some killer figures at the event. If you haven't already, check out our event tour video. Now, a lot of people, I'm sure, were expecting this Palpatine, I certainly was, but not now, because usually businesses don't like to compete with themselves. Let me explain what I mean by that. So Hot Toys currently have the Clone Wars version of Palpatine on pre-order, and now there's a similar but also slightly different Revenge of the Sith one. So, for collectors who were buying the Clone Wars one as a Revenge of the Sith stand-in, what do you think they're going to do with their pre-orders? They're going to cancel. They're going to cancel them and pick up this guy instead. So, competing with yourself, not a very smart business decision, Hot Toys. Nevertheless, I love Darth Sidious and I cannot wait to get this Episode 3 version. The hands look insanely detailed. You've got the craggly, cracked-looking fingernails, the nasty-looking disheveled flesh with the vein work, and it even looks like they've sculpted in some bagginess to the skin in between his thumb and his index finger. It is nasty, but I do appreciate the attention to detail. He also comes with one of those stupid USB-powered baselit sabers. But no included USB-C cable, of course. I mean, why would you? It's not like you have to have one to use the power function of the figure, right? Absolutely ridiculous. The lightning effect hands are my favorite of the bunch. The fingers are slightly translucent, and the lightning effects are significantly smaller than the ones that we got with the Return of the Jedi Emperor Palpatine figure. Those were so long, so unwieldy, they drooped down, and they were just undisplayable. So giving us some shrunken down lightning effects, I'm here for it. Unfortunately, I am not here for the pleather boots, because once again, they love it. They love seeing us spend money on things just to have to spend money on the same things a couple of years down the line when the pleather has deteriorated and they look shit. They can sculpt these boots out of plastic. We've seen it with the Book of Boba Fett Boba. His boots were sculpted. Same thing with Fennec and Quill and most of the troopers. But they just don't seem to want to do it for anyone with in-universe leather-style boots. It's ridiculous. Hot Toys, please stop using pleather. Anyway, the robes look great. They're wired. He's got this velvet collar thing on and this triangle brooch that holds the two flaps of the robe together. He also has some velvet cuffs around the base of his hands, so the wrist pegs are completely hidden. And the sleeves do look nice and poofy. So, to me, the robes are just visually interesting enough with the texture and the different styles of material at play, and the inner lining being almost like this lacy style fabric that I do think he's going to stand out. You do run the risk of a character like this looking boring, and I don't think that's going to be the case at all. Especially if you have him with his lightsaber in one hand and the electricity effect hand on the other side. So you do get two lightsaber hilts in total, one without the USB cable that you can run through his sleeve to his back, and one with it. Then you get two different lightsaber blades, one with the swooshing effect and one just with the regular straight blade. For what it's worth, it does look like they are painting the blades with a more saturated red, and going forward, if they continue to up the saturation, I wouldn't mind that at all, because their red sabers were leaning a bit too pink for me personally. So changing it back to red gets a massive tick from me. Nobody wants a Sith figure with a pink lightsaber blade. Now we can discuss the head sculpt. And I don't know, man. This might just be one of my new favorite Hot Toys sculpts. It's so expressive, it's so fun, it's so detailed, and it's got moving eyes. This head sculpt is incredible. If you don't like it, I understand. Maybe it's a bit too much for you. But that's when you might want to go for the Clone Wars one. I am curious to see if you can switch the head sculpts between the two figures, and of course, when they are both out, in the reviews for them, we will try and do some head swaps. Now, as much as I adore this head sculpt, and I do, I already told you as much, I think they missed a trick with this Palpatine. I think they could have gone DX, and they also could have included a pre-unlimited power head sculpt. How many people would have displayed him with the Ian McDiarmid head sculpt? I don't know. It would have been nice to have the option though. Maybe they're leaving the door open for a future Toy Fair exclusive Senator Palpatine. I certainly would pick that up. Most people probably would just go for the Emperor though. This was their chance to go all out, a 2-pack even like Sideshow did back in the day, with pre and post unlimited power. Maybe they have plans, I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. Nevertheless, I am really excited to get this guy. I love it when a collection comes together, when a new figure comes out that helps older figures that maybe didn't work as well with what you already had in your display make way more sense. That is true for me with the Coruscant Guards. I had them in the Clone Wars section, that didn't really work. Then I had them with the Revenge of the Sith figures, and they didn't gel there either. So they felt very random to me. Until now, because we saw Shock Troopers in live action in Phase 2 armor standing next to Emperor Palpatine. So that is exactly what I'm going to do in my display. I am hoping we eventually get a transformation chamber situation Anakin to Darth Vader as well. Maybe one day, maybe that can be a DX figure, and I would also like to see a nylon suit for Vader, because the pleather suits just aren't doing it for me. So at the end of this, is this guy worth picking up? That's going to depend on you. I know it's a cop-out answer. I also can't answer the question if this is better than the Clone Wars one, because I want to wait and get both of them in hand. We'll do comparisons, and we'll make the final call on which one is the superior Darth Sidious. Now, I'm getting mine from Pop Collectibles. As always, do your own research, make sure you are comfortable before buying. I have popped a link to their site in the description below, along with the discount code Justin's Collection for 5% off your order if you do decide to buy from them. While you're down there, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon, and join button if you like the sound of seeing your name in the end credits of my reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next video.